It's 1999, and it is another episode of the Spoiler Room. I am your host, Mark the Movie Man. Man, is it standing room only here in the Spoiler Room tonight. We've got a full boat, and what a perfect night for this full boat, because we're going to be discussing disturbing horror films, and we've got a whole room full of horror fans, so you know if these films disturb us, there is really something wrong with them. Now, tonight, we're going to go right down the line here. We have Mr. Cole Meredith joining us again in the Spoiler Room. How are you, sir?
Marvelous, marvelous. Thanks for having me.
Hey, we're glad you're here, man. And then, of course, the diva of the Spoiler Room, as always, Dawn is here tonight. How are you, Dawn?
Just fine. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. And then next to Dawn, we have the man himself, Derek Carey, my one-time director, who might direct me at any point tonight. So if you hear any weird sounds, that's what's going on. How you doing tonight, Derek?
I'm doing wonderful, Mark. Thank you for bringing me on this quality program.
Oh, we haven't even gotten started, so you might be eating those words.
Oh, I eat a lot of words.
You do eat a lot of things in general.
Or drinking them.
Or drinking them. Then we also have tonight the big fucking deal himself, once again, Mr. Glenn Bittner. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Are you ready to talk some disturbing films there, sir?
I think so.
And next to Glenn, we have, returning again to the Spoiler Room, Kate. How are you, Kate?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Glad to have you here. And also, next to Kate, we have Miss Ramona returning. How are you tonight?
Good. So glad to be here.
Fantastic. See, it's not a sausage fest tonight, folks. We have a bunch of lovely ladies in the room.
But I made sausage. No.
Hubba, hubba.
And, last but not least, we have Scott himself, Mr. Scott Davis. How are you tonight, sir?
I'm great, Mark. Thanks for having me.
All right. Well, you're great now, but wait till we get the podcast going. Now, today we're talking disturbing horror films, and it came up because, well, I don't know. I just wanted to talk about them. There's something crossed my mind. It's horror season. Everybody's doing their 31 days of horror, and a few of them came up, so I figured we talk about them. Now, before we get to everyone's disturbing horror film, I want to start right off with a question with the group, and we'll get Ramona to start first. What makes a good disturbing film? Because I'm sure many people have asked that, going, why would you watch such a thing?
Yeah, that's a hard question to answer, just because, it's whatever pushes the limits. You got to find what people are sensitive about and then take it 10 steps further than that.
Good answer, good answer. Glenn, what about you, sir? What to you makes a good disturbing film?
That is a tough one. It's hard to say because there are disturbing films that are. I think it's really hard to say because there are disturbing films that are just disturbing because they were solely made just to offend, and I think for a good disturbing movie there has to be, I don't know, at least some kind of reasoning or some kind of reason behind it other than just to piss people off.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that, Cole? That you need a good disturbing film isn't made just for shock value?
Oh yeah, man. I think like any film, you should want to take it with you. I mean, if it shocks you up front, that's great. Is it going to shock you in 10 years? I mean, a good disturbing movie should probably fuck you up for a good long time, you know? And it should definitely make you think. Like all the movies I love, my favorite disturbing movies make me think, you know. So definitely, yeah, I agree.
Awesome. Dawn, what about you? A disturbing movie? What would make a good disturbing movie for you?
No, I completely agree with Cole. If a disturbing movie, a good disturbing movie, should stick with you. It should make you question whether or not you can actually watch it again, whether you want to revisit the feelings that the movie evokes from you, versus if it's just shocking. And you can get over shocking pretty easy. I mean, Feast. Or rather, Feast 2, I think, was... It's shocking, and it makes you stop and go, oh my god, but it doesn't really... It doesn't cross that line into disturbing, stick with you, question whether or not you're going to watch it again, ever.
It's just look what we did to this cat.
Not even when they throw the baby, huh?
Not even.
And Kate, what about you for a disturbing film? What makes a good disturbing film for you?
I think that it should have some reason for being disturbing, and that it's kind of somewhere in between shocking and also staying with you, and also something that you're still thinking about, like hours, days after you see it.
Right on.
Derek, anything to add about a good disturbing film for you?
I think, as any film should, a disturbing film should relate to you in some way. There should be some aspect of it that taps into some piece of your psyche that ultimately makes you feel like you are involved. You're an involved participant in the film, or you are just it taps into some piece of your primal brain where you go into a dark place that you've never been to before, and makes you kind of question whether or not you should be watching it, or you would want to stay there, but because we all have morbid curiosity. There isn't a single person that hasn't clicked on a YouTube video that they shouldn't be watching, or clicked on like one of these atrocity videos. Hell, there's people that watch beheading videos, real beheading videos online every single day. And I think there's darkness in everyone, and a good disturbing film taps into that primal kind of brain that everyone has, and it should be relatable in some way to you, to be able to, grab you and keep you there, and then have you walk away thinking about what you had just watched.
And Scott, what about you, sir?
Yeah, Whoops.
You got quiet there for a second. All right.
Sorry about that. Okay, gotcha. I'm back. No, I completely agree. Now, there seems to be like two different lines to like what is shocking, what is disturbing. Shocking videos. We've all seen movies there where they go further in what they show, and some of it is just, well, it's like just a kind of like a glorified geek show, kind of like. Derek was talking about, we have those, what were some of them, like, I think Traces of Death was one of the series where it was actually not as fake as the other Faces of Death.
It's 100% real.
Yeah, there you go. So those things, and like and now, of course, it's entered the mainstream because 24-hour news, they love kind of teasing those types of videos. I used to look at videos like that every day when I was working in TV news. I had to as part of my job, and it was horrible. But I'd go home and watch horror films. Because if you can find a fantasy element to it and see a movie that disturbs but does make you think, then I think that's what makes it. It's disturbing, but it's like really knocks down those barriers you would ordinarily put up for yourself. But at the same time, it makes you consider like what it's saying, and it actually helps, actually is kind of cathartic in a way, and I like that. Otherwise, it just becomes, kids frying ants with a magnifying glass. There's a place for both, but I prefer the legitimately disturbing. If that makes any sense whatsoever. What's happening?
I think we lost Mark.
Hold on just a second, guys. I lost my ears.
You and Van, go, man.
Hold on just a second. Sorry for the...
It's all right, man.
Let's provide the music.
Are you beatboxing this?
I guess we got to keep going.
Mark's a movie man, and he's here to say.
If the music makes you move, 'cause you can feel the groove. Groove on.
Oh my God, this is just
Groove on. If you feel like you want to make love.
Sorry, guys,
No one
give me
likes
just a
Icy
minute.
Guys in this room? Come on now. Come on now.
Aren't you glad? Aren't you glad you have post-production editing there, Mark?
All right, I'm gonna put back on the pornos. We lost him, dude.
Is he there?
I think he's
I
frozen.
think he's having technical difficulties.
I think he got caught watching Frozen. I think he's watching Frozen right now.
Let it go. Let it go. That's
Please,
gonna be it. He's gonna log back in and hear us all singing "Let It Go."
Scott, can I
Oh,
please
dear.
hear you sing that song?
I thought you hated that movie, though.
But I want to hear you sing it.
Oh, the only
Okay.
you know is "Let It Go, Let It Go." Let it go, let it go. Love is an open door.
Oh, I love this. Keep going. You're making me very happy here. Please continue.
Now you get to say all kinds of nasty things about me, I'm sure.
I know approximately 2 lines from every song in that.
Come on, quit being so coy. You know the whole
I
damn
like the
thing.
movie a lot. I have no trouble admitting that. I like that movie. I don't have kids. I don't have to watch it every day. I like that movie a lot.
Shivers are going up my spine right now.
Everybody.
I feel like you still watch it every day, though.
Oh,
This is the best podcast I've ever been on.
Thanks to the choice of Google, I can't hear anyone.
Thank you, Mark. You win the
Great.
award for the best podcast ever.
It's like this is our highest rated in the iTunes.
Look, there's so many people actually watching it in real time.
Well, I don't get if they can show live streams of people
I knew
playing
this would happen.
games on YouTube that get 1,000 hits, I don't see why would be such a big deal.
My son sits for hours and watches the Magic tournaments replays.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
Well-
dudes just hanging around a table playing Magic?
Okay.
Well, a little more formal than that, but yeah. Granted, he works in a comic book store and
Yeah,
runs
'cause Google
Magic
crashed
games,
it out
so.
on me. That's funny.
The saddest thing about that, though, is the fact that some of those dudes sitting around playing Magic make more than any of us.
I know.
Oh, yeah. The professional
I know.
people. Oh, look at that. Somebody
So,
posted,
seen any good movies lately?
somebody posted one of. I belong to the shit record covers group on Facebook. All bad album covers. Somebody posted a cover of Anal Blast, one of their
Oh, jeez.
one of their albums. And I can't look at that without thinking that I used to go out with a girl who went out with one of the guys from Anal Blast. I like to think I was a step up, but I don't know.
That was... Oh. Which one was that?
What, Anal Blast? I don't know. I didn't actually listen to their music.
Oh, I did. I used to run a music venue.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. We're a
Yeah,
small
one of the-
town.
I think one of the
college town.
people, I think like a drummer or something.
Holy fuckballs. We may have to stop this and come back in, guys.
Aw.
Oh, Don Decker. That's the one. Yeah, I remember Don Decker.
This is Bush League, Mark. Bush League.
That's what happened.
Was he a nice guy at least? I like to at least.
Yeah,
think
he was really
okay.
nice.
Okay,
he was always
good.
really nice when I met him.
Good.
Oh.
I like to think that he treated her nice. she's a good girl.
He passed away a few years ago, if I remember correctly.
Oh no, I didn't know that. God,
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Good thing.
that's too bad.
Yeah. Well, age catches up to us all.
Yeah, it does.
And that damned alcoholism, Derek.
That too.
What?
We're going to
Come
end the
on
broadcast,
now.
and then I'm going to start the broadcast again, so everybody hang tight.
You betcha.